Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and we're continuing today our run playing as the Netherlands, trying to, right now, unite the Netherlands. And to that purpose, we are getting ready to begin to get some communism, or some fascism support. Lots of it. And see if that requires a civil war or not. And then I do think that we'll do this one, that one, that one, and that one. And try to head for United Netherlands. We will figure all of that out. Hey, we have our first recruiter. And I think that we will grab that guy right there and go after Belgium. And we have some more research to be taken. We're not going to mess with any of this anytime soon. So I think that it may not hurt to just go ahead of time in some things. And so I think that we'll start on the industry here. We're going to start improved machine tools first. Just go for the 1937 industry here in October of 1936. And we are almost back to even on infantry equipment, which is so very good. Not on manpower, but on infantry equipment. We're going to definitely need some more divisions. That much is for sure. Okay. Alright, so that is complete. Let's go ahead and get that fascist demagogue going here. That puts us at 166 political power, but right now we're just going to hoard that. Because we have to have ruling party is fascist, so... Let's see, we're going to do overturned military budget cuts. The economy has begun recovering surprisingly quickly after we abandoned the gold standard. The military budget cuts were forced to implement to keep the guilder from devaluing can now be overturned. Army experience +5, yay! And war support +10, also yay. That will be enough. That'll be enough for limited conscription, maybe. Let us go ahead and see if we can't... Okay, so prepare for civil war. Open up political discourse. That's what we need, right? This makes it possible for peaceful transition. So we're going to keep that going. We could get war propaganda eventually, but not right now. Alright. So we just have to wait for this to drop below 90, and then we can open up political discourse. And hopefully that will get us to fascist without... Alright, it's at 89. So now we can prepare for civil war, in which case we can just launch a civil war immediately. We're not ready for that. Or we can open up political discourse and do it more peacefully. I think I'm going to do that just simply because I've got to get down here anyway. So, before we can get to Unite Netherlands, so, I don't know. We either prepare for the Civil War, we can fire the Civil War, and we can probably win the Civil War, we can become fascist very quickly, and just justify, but we'd still have to build our army back up. Now, I think the right play is to open up political discourse. We must open up the acceptance of diverging viewpoints in the government. Perhaps this will eventually make it possible to effect a peaceful change in the politics of our nation. So we'll do that. So we can expand civil support to get fascism support at the cost of stability. That's not a problem at all. So we will try and get back up so we can hold this. We need more than 50% support. I would hope that we can get that. I'll wait until I have 150 before I take discredit government. Because that seems a lot. seems somewhat foolish to do without having the ability to hold the referendum soon thereafter. Then again, it's going to take a little bit of time to get up to 50, although not much. Daily change is 0.24. But still, yeah, I think we'll be safe to discredit the government. Only 1% change in stability. We need less than 80% support. It won't take long to get less than 80. That will not take long at all. Not at all. If you're excited for this, please do comment that down below. Alright, we have less than 80. We're going to discredit the government. We lost very, very little stability there, but now things are moving very quickly. Daily change of 0.08, but we're already at 30. So now we just need to get over 100 political power and get this over 50%, and we'll be golden. We could not do anything with... but we can continue to do expand civil support, but that is weekly stability of -3. That is really cuts into our stability. I would rather not cut into stability that badly. So we're going to prepare the inundation lines. Ever since our independence war against the Spanish in the 16th century, inundation or intentional flooding of the land has been an integral part of our defenses. Properly planned, it will surely save us again. We have yet to see a tank that can cross water. Okay. So we're just going to wait for this to get up to where it needs to be. We do have some time, as long as we're not actually going to face the Civil War, so we should be okay. I do want to take a look at our submarine here and what this actually looks like. Oh, that's good. Okay. Good. We just need manpower. We need manpower badly. We have 4. It is going up, though. And it should be high enough once we have held the national referendum, but of course we don't have any political power, to increase manpower, but we will work on that. So this should just go up. I mean, we could do this again, but that's a lot of weakness. That's a lot of stability that goes down. For a daily fascism support of 0.02, which just isn't really that good. It's not worth it in my mind. We'll get construction. And then in 22 days we'll get the oil, and then we'll go back and see what we're going to do for the rest of 1937. Might go for that anti-air. That is a thing. I do want to see... This is just one combat whip. Yeah. So we would need to have this. That's a soft attack of 60. Not in comparison to the good old 7.2, but not terrible either. So, you know, is what it is. 35. I don't know when we're going to cross the 50 mark. That would be a lot of math, and also I think that eventually that effects get scaled even further. So that is okay though. All right. Actually, yeah. Let's do that instead. We will continue down the doctrine. Seems as good as anything. And there we go. The anarchists have risen up. Carlos not yet. It's historical, so national Spain should win, which would be good for us. March of 1937. Alright, France and Britain have announced their alliance, so no attacking France early. We need more than 10% world tension to do this one. Okay. In that case... license production. Can't do those yet. Oh, in that case, let's do this. We'll continue the public works. We must continue the great public works started in the late 1920s. The reclamation of land and the construction of new canals, roads, and tunnels not only creates jobs, but also serves to improve the nation. It does indeed. Alright. If we institute press censorship now, that's democracy. We don't want that. So maybe I should have just prepared for the Civil War. I don't know. For 30 days, weekly stability goes at -3%, which means roughly you're going to have 4 weeks. You're going to lose 12%, put us at 72. I don't like that. Because that puts us in danger of strikes. So I think we just keep it where it is. Ah, here we go. Election! Fascists in governments? An aggressively nationalist sentiment has grown in the Netherlands, giving rise to several parties promoting fascist ideals. A strong state enforcing its power through military force. One of these, in particular, has won favor in the current election, leading to discussions within the CHU party about whether or not we should try to cooperate with them in forming our government. While they openly reject the democratic ideals that are the foundation of our state, the fact that they chose to participate in the election itself lends some credibility to our views, and acknowledging their public support may keep them away from taking violent action. Change popularity to fascism plus 10%, or democracy there. Yeah, no. Rather than the communists, change in popularity to fascism is we're now at 49.39. It's almost here, folks. It is almost here. Fantastic. And there. We are peacefully able to hold the national referendum. Not quite yet. It had to be 50.1. Or 51. How much do I have to get? Oh, well, this will get it. The political and martial have always been intertwined in fascism. In parallel with its growing political movement, fascist parties have begun to form paramilitary organizations to protect against both internal and external threats. The internal threats being their political opponents. Although many people find this development worrying, the wave of militaristic fervor has led to an increased amount of volunteers joining our armed forces. The political leaders of the movement have pointed out that their opponents have reason to be afraid, having the army permeated on several levels by so explicitly political elements. The enemies of Netherlands and the enemies of fascism are beginning to look very much alike. Alright, recruitable population goes up, stability goes down, daily fascism support goes up. And now, it's 55. Please, can I hold the national referendum? Yes, I can. Well, there we go. The rapidly growing Dutch fascist movement has never claimed that they need majority support before they seize power, counting on uniting the nation under their leadership once the rule is established. However, it seems their public support has grown rapidly. Many fascists are now calling Dirk Jan de Geer a hypocrite, claiming to represent the wishes of the people while turning a deaf ear to the masses who want to set Netherlands on the path to greatness. The call for a referendum has been dismissed as typical attempts at disrupting the system by CHU members so far, but at least it's a political measure. If we do not act now, the fascists may choose the violent struggle as the way forward. The politics will change. NSB becomes the ruling party, public elections will not be held, and we gain base stability of -5%. We are now the Dutch Reich. Reich? Don't know. And we now have a war support of 26%. Fantastic. So we'll finish this up and then join the Germans, or head towards join the Germans. We need... we might get that too. Recruitable population of 1%. Yeah. Let's get that, and then this. And then we'll go for join Germany. And we're not going to worry about this because shell-shocked person is there, and it's there for a while. So we are actually just simply going to justify our own war goal. This is 6%. Do you have a... You don't have a vassal. You just have colonies. Okay. Well, is what it is. And then Luxembourg is only 1. Okay. So we're at 13% now, but that is fine. It's fine. We're good. We'll just have the political power change day by day. Why are we suddenly losing fuel? Did that sub finally deploy? No. Don't know. These guys remain very not filled. Oh well. Let's get De Jugerstorm. I'm really sorry about all these pronunciations. Swaying a population away from fervent pacifism, and within a few years install them in a culture of militarism is no easy feat. But with ample propaganda rhetoric, and by starting with our impressionable youth, we will manage it to the fullest extent we are able, so we can change the popularity of fascism, gain base war support, and most importantly, we gain this national spirit, which gains a recruitable population of 1% and training time minus 10%. Fantastic. And we are angered at Belgian... whatever that's called. They're posturing. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's get a second one going. Let's just get enough to fill our guns. Because manpower won't be an issue for very long. It just will not. You know, 259 days? Cool. Let's do that one early. Make the most out of every factory we have. I think that's a good idea. And the difference between 18 and 19, there is no difference between 18 and 19. Let's get at least that one anti-air into the division, just to get some anti-air, in case the Belgians have an air force. Don't know if they do or not. We don't have enough spy to know that yet. And Amelia Earhart is gone. So let's go ahead and get up to the 150 necessary to do this. We can get some more manpower, which is great. We've generated only 7% world tension. Of course, when we declare war, we will generate a lot more. Alright, this is way too much ahead of time. But, yeah. We could do 1938 weapons. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Don't think that's a bad idea at all. U.S. Congress, U.S. passes the Neutrality Act. Let the giant sleep. Alright, so world tension is up. That does matter. We've only generated 7. But if we get that over 10 with this, I don't know. We will have January 21st on that. This one, May 11th. We could be in trouble with that. could be in trouble indeed. We may just have to do Belgium and leave Luxembourg for later. What does the achievement, the actual achievement say? Conquer. So we have to own and control. So we would need to win the war. Okay. Not the best news, but it's news. Alright, we're going to have a little bit more manpower with that. So now strength over blood. Blood should have no bearing on whether someone is a leader or not. Let those who have shown their strength lead our nation rather than those whose blood was blue upon birth. Need some more support. Not going to cry over that. Yunnan joins the Chinese United Front. The war escalates. I think we've got plenty of EXP in our boats. Combine. Plenty of Navy experience now. It's not like they're actually going to be going out of port anyway. Oh, hey, we have a boat here. It did release one sub. Hey, that's good. That is good indeed. All right, we're almost at 150. Be a big turning point for us. I think that I'm going to bring out again enough to get the guns down, so we have a lot of units here. So that whenever we get the manpower, we'll be good to go. This is this year? No, next January. Okay. Again, I don't know what world tension would be created by declaring war on Belgium. I do know that, let's get that there, yeah. Let's get one more, no! Just that much, thank you. One more civilian factory worth, and we have manpower. Limited conscription law. Do we have enough war support for this? I think we do. Yes, we do. So we can get extensive conscription as well next time out, but we may go for war economy instead. Do I need anything for that? I need 50% war support. No mobilization. Nah, we'll just do manpower. We will have a lot more manpower. We have some that are actually beginning to train up, which is very, very good. If we can just declare war, right? The goal is to make sure that Luxembourg is not guaranteed. So we'll wait as long as humanly possible to actually declare that war, which I think will be sometime in March, and hope that it doesn't put us over 10 or doesn't put the world tension over 25. That's when the UK and France begins to guarantee these nations. Alright, so if we invite to join faction, so change world tension by 0.67%, which is just fine. We will indeed join the Axis. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it was great. Bypass. Fantastic. Alright, so I cannot do this, right? But I can do technological exchange. Okay. Add 4 off-map military factories. Ooh. That's good. But instead, let's protect against Britain. True neutrality means that we shall defend our sovereignty against any who would violate it, even if that should be the British in a misguided attempt to safeguard our ports and airfields from the Germans. Alright. We now have lots of divisions forming. We have a good gun stockpile. This is all very, very good. Except for the small problem, the Dutch East Indies brought their forces back. What you doing? What's going on here, guys? You guys, you should be here. Get back over here. Anyway, they are a little bit more equipped, which is very, very good. Let's go. Let's send 80 per month just to get them a little bit more equipped. I think that that's really important, and I'm going to switch this out to 2 convoys and 1 submarine. And I think I will end it right here. Let's end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.